Hello my loves, it is Colette with Rich Girls Inc. And today I wanted to talk about the meaning of life.
You said you were coming.
I am in Balboa Park in San Diego. It is so gorgeous here. Just walking around for a little while, enjoying this beautiful, beautiful place. And I thought I would chat a little bit with you guys. So, the meaning of life. And where does meaning come from? Well, I was reading A Course in Miracles last night, and in the Course in Miracles, it talks about how nothing is really real, and that everything has the meaning that you have given it. So maybe it's because you read a book, or because someone told you, or some expert gave you some advice, or you watched a movie and it gave you some great insight, or somehow you learned how to assign meaning to people, places, and things. So, like if you have a favorite, I don't know, object, maybe it's your lucky pen, or it's a crystal, or a toy, or a blanket, or whatever it is. If you just had it, if someone else looked at it, they would think, okay, well, it's just a blanket, right? They would have no meaning attached to it. But for you, this is a special blanket because you've had it for years. Maybe someone special gave it to you. So you've assigned meaning to this blanket that makes it special for you. And I thought that was a really, really interesting thing, because as you're going through life, how often throughout the day are you assigning meaning to things that may or may not be true, especially things that are open to interpretation, like other people's actions. So you're thinking, wow, they did this because, and then you give it a meaning, and then you come back. Look at her pretty dress. You come back and you ask them and you say, hey, why did you do this thing? And they give you a completely different reason than the reason or the meaning that you gave it. And this happens a lot when we're little kids. We give things all kinds of meanings when we don't have a lot of experience to create accurate meanings, and especially with other people's, what they're thinking and why they're doing things. And then we hold on to those meanings our whole lives. So I was thinking about that today, and I was thinking about what is crazy? Because crazy is subjective, right? It's a meaning that you give something. Oh my gosh, this thing is crazy. So, what is crazy? And I was thinking, crazy is when you give something a meaning that is different than the meaning that a bunch of other people gave the same thing. So, who's to say what's really crazy and what isn't? So that's just kind of what I've been thinking about today, mulling it over, thinking about all the things that I gave meaning to, and how I can let go of as much and as many of the meanings that I assign to things as I can. And this is part of A Course in Miracles. One of the actions is to as you go throughout the day, you say, this park doesn't mean anything, this bench doesn't mean anything, this sidewalk doesn't mean anything, these sunglasses don't mean anything, this body doesn't mean anything, and just get used to taking away the meanings that you've given them so that you could see the truth. So that's my challenge for you today, is to go through and look around, just like A Course in Miracles says, and say, this doesn't mean anything. And just see how it comes up when you start doing that. If there's resistance to that, if you have no problem with that, if you can believe, oh yeah, this doesn't mean anything. This has no meaning. See how that resonates with you. And yeah. Alright, well, have a great day. Create rich, manifest powerfully. I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy this beautiful, beautiful park for a little while. Bye, guys.